Hey, and welcome to Stamp with Shel. My name is Shel Anderson, and I'm a creative coach and independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I do 4 video tutorials each week. They post, I can't even talk. Let's try that again. I do 4 video tutorials each week. They post mornings on Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Sometimes I post extra videos if I have time. You can find those videos on my blog at shelscreativecorner.blogspot.com, on my Stamp with Shel Facebook page, or on my Stamp with Shel YouTube channel. My blog posts will have photos and links, as well as a full tutorial with measurements and instructions, so that if you like the project, you can easily recreate one for yourself. If you have any questions, you can contact me anytime at andersonshel@gmail.com or by phone or text. If you live in Canada and you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. If you live in Canada and would like more information on becoming a demonstrator, hobby or working, meaning holding classes and running it as a business, you can contact me anytime for more information. Okay, that's it for the business side. Let's get to today's project. Today I am showcasing the standalone die set, the Paper Florist dies. This is a lovely, lovely die set. There are tons of dies. There are 18 dies in total. So we're going to be using that for this card. If you stick around to the end of the video, I have another card to share with you. And today is going to be another super easy fun fold. I took a standard card base and 8.5 by 5.5, score it 4 1/4, and then I simply cut a strip off the front of my card, just to add some interest and make it different. We don't need them all to be standard cards. And I have some lovely gingham paper here in Berry Burst and white. And we are going to layer that up on a panel of Berry Burst. And then we're going to put that right on the front flap of our card. See how that pops? I love the pop. Okay. I have another strip of the DSP, but we're going to use the other side this time just to create some more visual interest. And that is going to go on this. Oops, there's a ridge on that one. From my paper cutter. So I'll flip it over and use this side. And then we're going to put this wee strip down the other side. Just slide this into place. There we go. So there's our card. I love the contrast, and then when you flip it open, this shows on the inside as well. All right, so now I have 2 strips of the Berry Burst, and I am going to glue these together to form the belly band for our card. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on here, and we will join those two together. Like so. And then I'm going to put that on the front of our card, and I make sure when I do mine, if I don't have a single strip, if I'm doing a join, I make sure the join is where I want to put my circle. Okay? Because I don't want it showing. So then I'm simply going to bend one side, slide it, and get a good crease on there. And then just leave a little tiny gap before you bend the next one. And what that's going to do is it's just going to give us that wee bit of wiggle room we need to slide it. So now that we have this all done, we can burnish those well, and then we can add some adhesive and glue it together. Just line it all up so it's good and straight. And glue that in place. There you go. So now we have the belly band that we can slide onto our card. And see how easily that slides because I have that little wee bit of wiggle room. All right, so now we need to stamp a greeting, and I haven't even chosen one. I have a bunch of greetings here. Let's see. What do I want? Let's try this one. I haven't used this one in a while. Charming Sentiments. This is the one that has the coordinating shadow dies. We're not going to use that today. How about Everything Will Be Okay? That's nice. I like that. Let's find that one. Oh, that one's nice too. Beyond Grateful. I wonder if that'll fit. It will. I think I'm going to go with that one. Beyond Grateful. All right. Let's get that out of the way. And bring in my Stamparatus. And because this is a circle shape, we are lucky it's going to be forgiving. Oh, did you see what I did? My magnets are too close together. And they snapped. It's a wonder they didn't break. I've had that happen a couple of times. All right. I'm going to keep this intentionally up a little bit. And let's go with, I think I'm just going to go with black ink. I was thinking about Berry Burst, but I think that's going to be too much. We need some contrast. Ink on the plate, we don't need that. Stamp that. And we're going to give it another stamp so it's nice and crisp. Perfect. Set this aside and bring in our larger circle, and we are going to layer these two together. Just like so. All right, now I get to put that on that belly band, and I'm going to use some dimensionals. I'm going to put one on the split and one on either side. There we go. Let's grab those paper backings. And now pop that on. Okay, now I have a little dish here where I have die cut. I bet you those are hard for you guys to see. Let me grab a piece of cardstock here so you can see these. I have die cut two of the leaves, two patterns of the leaves, and two sizes of flower with scraps from my scrap bin that we're going to use to decorate our panel here. And I'm thinking I kind of like that. We're just going to lay these out, play with them, and see it's kind of pretty. See what happens if I change up this leaf. Yes, I like that. I might tuck another leaf in there. Something to that effect, I think, is what I'm going to do, and I might use that other flower on the inside. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some adhesive. Maybe. There we go. To this leaf, and I'm just going to lay that back down there. Now I'm going to grab a dimensional, pop it on the back of this flower, and then I'm just going to tuck that where I want it. And this one's going to be a little more tricky because this one is on the belly band. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper snips and I'm going to cut off the stem of each of these pieces. And for this one, I'm going to put my flower on first. And let me get a dimensional on this flower. And I think I'm going to do two. Because it's on the belly band, I want to make sure I have good adhesion. So I'm going to put this on first. I don't want to cover my group. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to slide that belly band right off. Alright, I don't want to cover my words, but I want to make sure that I'm on, and I am, so that's great. Now I'm going to put it back on the card. Come on, Shelley, you can do it. There we go. I'm going to put it back on the card, and then we will figure out where to put these. So, this one, and we're going to tuck it under and press that down. Okay, that one's good. This one, got to make sure that I'm within the parameters of that. I think I'm going to cut those bottom two leaves off. Yes, that's better. Make sure I get the adhesive in the right place here. Once again, we're going to tuck that in. There we go. How pretty is that? My belly band still slides down, so it'll come off nicely. And perk up that flower a bit, like so. All right, all these little bits will save. Oh, actually, maybe I'll put some on the inside. Let's see. That's going to completely cover, so if I went like that, I think I'm going to put this on the inside. Now I have to glue it flat because it will stick out too far if I put a dimensional on it. Alright, so let's just pop that leaf, pop that flower, and press those flat. Beautiful. Alright, let's get our belly band back on again, and we will grab some embellishments. Isn't that pretty? Alright, these two leaves we will save for another project. And for our embellishments, I am just going to use some simple rhinestones. I think sometimes simple is best. I'm going to put one right there, another right there, and this one right here. Just add a little glitz. So there's our card. Isn't that pretty? So simple to make. And as promised, here is a second one. This one is made using the Berry Cute bundle. And on this one I put some of the sparkle ribbon on the belly band. And then haven't got my white panel on the inside yet, but that is another sample. And you see that this belly band was quite narrow. I've beefed it up a little bit on this card. So there are two samples of a super easy fun fold. So I hope you guys give this a try. Super easy, but it's a lot, you know, it's kind of a wow for the recipient. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. You have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.